Hello, Big Reds. This is Mr. Official talking. We're going to be reviewing for the test. Let's get started right away. So, prism is a polyhedron that has two bases that are always congruent and parallel. You should know that. Surface area of this right prism below. So we got to get the area of all the faces. First thing I need to do is I need to figure out the length of this hypotenuse. So I'm going to take 6 squared plus 8 squared equals c squared. When I do that, I get c is equal to 10 inches. Got to do that first. So that means this side is 10 inches. Okay? Then to get the surface area, I have to get the area of all the faces. So I get the area of this rectangle is 8 times 4.5. The area of this rectangle is 6 by 4.5. And the area of this back rectangle is 10 by 4.5. And then I got to get the area of the triangle. The area of the triangle is going to be 6 times 8 divided by 2 times 2, which is just going to be 6 times 8. And I get that, add that together, and that's going to give me my surface area. So let's do that very quickly. Let's see, 8 times 4.5 plus 6 times 4.5 plus 10 times 4.5 plus 6 times 8. 6 times 8. And you get surface areas of 156 square inches. So that'd be your answer. All right, next one. If the angles on the faces of polyhedron below are right angles, what's the surface area? Well, this is a rectangular prism, so I get the area of, take 6 times 8, and there are 2 of those, plus 8 times 3, here at the bottom, there are 2 of those, plus 6 times 3, and there are 2 of those. Okay, and I got to add that together. So I know 6 times 8 is 48, plus times 2 is 96, plus 8 times 3 is 24, times 2 is 48, and 6 times 3 is 18, times 2 is 36. Going to add those together. So 96 plus 48 plus 36 is 180, and it would be square inches. Okay. This one, find the surface area of this right cylinder. Well, I know surface area of a cylinder is going to be equal to, let's see, it's going to be pi, let's see, 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. Okay? So, let's see, the radius, 2 pi r squared is for the 2 circles. The 2 pi r h is for the circumference times the height. So I plug in the 4 for the radius and the 10 for the height. 2 pi times 4 squared plus 2 pi times 4 times 10. I'm going to do this 2 ways. I'm going to show you something, okay? Because there's actually going to be a question on the test. You have to do this. Okay? Take 4 squared, which is 16, times 2 is 32 pi. I'm going to keep that pi on there. Plus, multiply these. 2 times 4 is 8, times 10 is 80 pi. So if I add those 2 pi's together, that would give me 112 pi. So my answer could be like this if I'm doing it in terms of pi. Or I could take 112 times pi, which would give me 351.9. This would be square inches, and this would be square inches. So either one of these would be correct on this one. Okay. All right. Flip the page. All right. This one right here. Surface area of a right cylinder. We just did one of those, so I'm not going to go bother doing that. All right, this one, this net is called. If I put this net together, you can see this is going to be a triangular prism. Okay. This one right here, if I put this net together, this is going to be a square pyramid. Okay. Flip it over to the other side here. we have, this is a net for a cylinder. All right, for number 9, so pyramid, we have to figure out the surface area. So we get the area of the base. I'm assuming that this is a square. So the surface area, I'd take 3 times 3, which is, would be the area of the base, plus I'd take the area of this triangle, which is base times height divided by 2. So it's going to be 3, which is base, times 8, divided by 2. And then I multiply that by 4 because there are 4 triangles. So this is going to give me 9. Then I take 3 times 8, which is 24, divided by 2 is 12. 12 times 4 is 48. So this gives me a total of 57 square feet. All right, going on to this one, okay? I have a lot of faces here, so I'm going to start with the triangles to get the surface area. The base here is 3, the height is 5, so I take 3 times 5 divided by 2 times 2. I'm sorry, times 4. Here's why, because there are 4 triangles, right? Plus the area of this rectangle, which is 4 times 3, and multiply by 4 because there are 4 of those on the sides, plus the area of the base, which is 3 times 3. So I have to add all those parts together. I know 3 times 5 is 15, times 4 is 60, divided by 2 is 30. Then I have 4 times 3, which is 12, times 4, which is 48. Then 3 times 3, which is 9. Add that together. I have 39 plus 48, which would be 87 square inches. All right, going on. Let's see. Okay, this one. Surface area of the cone. Surface area of a cone formula is pi r squared plus pi r times slant height. You can use all your formula sheets, right? So we get pi times 3 squared plus pi times 3 times the slant height, which is 9. And then that's going to be, let's see, 9 pi plus 27 pi is 36 pi. It's 36 pi, which is about 113.1 square inches. Okay. All right, the difference with this one is you're also doing the cone, but you have to split the 17 in half. So instead of 17, that's the diameter, the radius is 8.5. So in order, and then we also need the slant height. This is the actual height, which is 6. So I have to take 6 squared plus 8.5 squared equals c squared and solve that. So I get 36 plus 8.5 squared. And then I'll take the square root of that, which is about 10.4. That's our slant height. So what I do is I take pi times the radius squared, which is 8.5 squared, plus pi times 8.5 times the slant height, which is 10.4. And when I do that, you guys can figure that out. That'll give you your answer. Next one, diameter of a softball. I know a softball is a sphere, so it's going to be surface area is going to be 4 pi r squared. So the diameter is 4.5. I have to take half of that. 4.5 divided by 2, which is 2.25. My surface area is going to be 4 times pi times 2.25 squared. And I get about approximately 63.6 square inches. Okay, so we'll stop right there. We'll go on to volume next in another video. Thank you for listening. Go Big Reds.